Dreams H by Kelsey H. Dreams. Who is able to define what this word can mean? Some people may think that dreams are goals that we set for ourselves that are way too high, though who is to determine what is too high? Others may say that dreams are what your mind is thinking of during your sleep. But many think that dreams will never go farther than just being something that you thought of during your sleep. So who is able to determine that a dream is too big, too small, or even too crazy? Maybe no one can, but if anyone thinks that they will not make a difference, Martin Luther King Jr. proved this all wrong. Martin Luther King Jr., a famous person wanting blacks' rights to be equal, gave a life-changing speech which made the world see things in a whole new perspective. I have many dreams that may not be as big as Martin Luther King Jr.'s, but they are still very important to me. Some of my dreams will be easier to come true than others, so I will try to make the most of them come true. Now I will be sharing some of my dreams about me and my generation. My dreams for myself during this 8th grade school year are very important. Now that I'm 14 and have passed the driver's test, I dream that when I am first learning to drive, I won't get into any wrecks. I also dream to be a good driver and not one of those drivers on the road that doesn't follow the rules and runs through red lights or almost crashes with people. Another dream I hope to remain the same this year is to keep good grades and get a perfect attendance this year. I have many dreams for my high school and college years. I hope to have a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. I dream to choose classes for high school that will prepare me for college. I also want to stay in band so I can be in marching band. Ever since I was little and I see my older brother play marching band, it's always been something I wanted to do. I also want to stay in chorus because I like to sing. I dream to be on the varsity bowling team because I have been bowling since I was in 3rd grade. In high school, I hope to find out what it is I like to do most, so then when it comes to college, I have a good idea of what I want to be. I hope to get good enough grades to get me into a good college close to my family. My dreams for after college is to spend the rest of my life doing what I like. I dream to get a job doing something that I will like and be excited to wake up each morning and go to my job. I hope to get married to a nice and helpful husband and have a couple of kids. I dream to travel to all 50 states so I can get souvenirs from them. I also want to travel to places like Rome and London. I would like to travel to many different places to get to experience different cultures, food, and different ways people live their life. My generation has many dreams that could be improved. For one, I hope that our peers don't have to have a screen in front of our face to be able to function. I dream that people in my generation will spend more time with their friends and family and less time connected to technology. I also hope that everyone will be treated equal, no matter what they look like. I don't think people should be judged by the color of their skin or if they are male or female. I dream that everyone will feel like they can be themselves. I hope that people will never feel like they have to be a pretend version of themselves. I hope that in our generation, stereotype will become a second nature, so people don't take one look at you and decide whatever they want to think about you. I also hope that people will get to know someone before they decide if they are a good or bad person. Another thing I hope that will change during my generation is how many people die from gun violence. I hope the percentage of deaths due to gun violence will go down because nobody deserves to get shot in a place that they call home. In conclusion, these are my dreams for my life and my generation. Remember, no dreams are too big or small as long as you believe in them. Dreams can be anything you want to happen in the future. Always remember that you can make a difference, just like Martin Luther King Jr. did. And if you think that will never happen, then just believe in your head that your dreams will come true, because when you believe in your dreams, you are already halfway there. Martin Luther King Jr. made a big impact on the world we live in today. Our life would be completely different if Martin Luther King Jr. never gave his life-changing speech. His speech made everyone think about the rights of blacks and made the world see things through his eyes. I hope you enjoyed my dreams about me and my generation. Remember, no dream is too big or small. Thank you.